This is the mystery. It has no name. It has no identity. It simply is. The mystery of the feminine that emanates from the stillness. That emanates from the heart. That emanates from not knowing. That emanates from emptiness. That only knows in the moment. That receives the mana of the universe in emptiness. That catches the moonlight and the sunlight and makes the healing with the flowers and the sun and the heart, joined as one. Hail to the goddess. Hail to the goddess that lives within each one of us. There is no other. Male, female, we are one. Hail to the mystery of union. In December 2012, we will have walked the road of awe. And we are invited to the great marriage ceremony of the inner marriage. Where all things are in union. Everyone is invited. None shall be left behind. In the goddess, unity cannot be broken. Hail to the goddess. Hail to the goddess. Hail to the goddess. Hail to the goddess. Jai Ma. In stillness we honor you, goddess. Thank you.
The ways of the feminine are the ways of the intuitive. And I'd like Christine, since she was born into that way of being, into that reality, to speak a little more about what we can do to open that and trust that within ourselves.
Thank you. I hear so much talk about nature, and I just want to address that. You know, a friend of mine, Joan Berezenko, some of you may know, did a lot of study on what was health. And she said, you know, after all the studies she'd done on health, there's only 3 things you need. A good relationship with yourself, a good relationship with others, and a good relationship with your God. And I thought that's exactly right. I know people who love God, hate themselves, love themselves, hate everybody else. But you know, I want to say that we may go out and take care of nature out there, but we walk around with a piece of nature that we were given. It's called our body. Someone once said, if you took your body to marriage guidance, it would have divorced you a long time ago. I ask, from my point of view, from my medical side, before you go and care for the trees out there, care for your body. See your body as the tree. The air, the fire, the earth, the water are all present within you. Be conscious of your love affair with your own body when you look in that mirror and say, hello, gorgeous, rather than criticizing it for what it should or shouldn't have done. Don't battle with it anymore. Don't struggle. Don't become a victim to it. It is a deeper friend to you than you will ever know. I say your body loves you so much it will even die for you. I've seen that. And when I see illness, I see it as 60% of illness being a wake-up call from the soul, trying to get you to listen to your intuition. And for me, the intuition is the virgin aspect of our triple goddess, met also in the crone, but the virgin carries our spiritual blueprint. She says, I'm always there for you. I'm always there. I'm tapping you on the shoulder, sometimes hitting you on the head. And she says, are you living from love or fear? Do you love what you're doing? Does it excite you? Does it nurture you? Are you just doing it because you have fear of not having, not knowing? That's what she's asking, is to step out, to know that she will be there for you, that there will never be an empty space. The goddess is waiting for you. And so she will send you sometimes crisis, sometimes challenges, and you will scream and shout to say, no, no, don't let me let go of that. Like that first boyfriend or girlfriend you ever had, who you thought you'd never live past when they broke up with you. Then you look back and you think, thank God. That's what I think these times are about. We're holding on to the most ridiculous things, thinking it's so important. And without that spotty boyfriend, we'll never live. And we'll look back and we think, my goodness, why did I do that? So I just want to finish with saying that, you know, the intuition is always there. It is our greatest friend. But it's one thing to listen. It's another thing to follow through. You know, I work as an intuitive and people will say to me, wow, you're really good. You told me exactly the same as the last three have told me. This isn't about me. This is about you following through. The woman once came to me and she said, you know, 4 years ago, Jesus came to me and gave me a pen and told me to write. What should I do? Please write.
I'd like to open this up for questions.
What should men do?
Love us. Cherish us. What should men do? See, if you want a real woman, you need to be a real man. And in these changing times, we're going to be called upon to take those roles. I love the troubadour tradition, the devotion to the divine feminine, the tantric tradition, where the women have been the gurus. And as I was saying earlier in my workshop, this world, you know, what we know of, what we're told in our commercialized, sensationalist Kali Yuga reality, what we have been told as Tantra is ridiculous. Tantra is an extraordinary path, like alchemy, of transformation and enlightenment. Tantra is that continuum of consciousness, like a mala. It's like the thread of a mala that flows in cyclic form through all our lives and incarnations. And Mother holds us in her arms through this entire time, and we grow and we learn. She is that thread. They often talk of the goddess as the great weaver who weaves time and space. So in the tantric teachings, there were many, 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 many layers of teachings and trainings for the men, given by the women. The last one being the sacred art of union. Hold women in your hearts. See them. See the goddess within them. Treasure them. We're waiting for you to come back to us.